Welcome back, guys. In the last video, we were able to set up this displayment of the Stripe UI onto our application. The only thing right now is, although it's displaying, there's no functionality behind it. So if I submit, it's just going to refresh and just submit the same thing, but nothing's really happening. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue this process. And allow the user to input their data and then confirm that the payment was successfully made by navigating here to the Stripe dashboard and verifying that. And then we'll be redirected from here over to the home page, which is over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and work towards that. Let me go here, navigate back. All right, so let's go ahead and get to our code. So here, go to your checkout form, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the documentation for Stripe, and we'll go ahead and scroll down. And luckily for us, there's pieces of code here which we could essentially just copy and paste and just tweak it to our needs. So that's what we're gonna do here. Let me see. So I am gonna go to use elements hook. All right, so we're gonna navigate here. Navigate to the section where it says use elements hook. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start work our way from the top to the bottom. So I am going to, as of now, our checkout form has this payment element. So what we have to add on to that is the use Stripe and use elements. So copy that, come over to your checkout form and prepend, add that to this list here. Go ahead and save that. All right, now let's look at our list here. And within our the checkout form, it's going to initialize the use Stripe and use elements. So we're going to copy those two, go back to our code and add that there, save. All right, let's go back. And this is the handle submit function, which executes the moment that the user clicks the submit button. But before we add that, let's go ahead and add the on submit here. So here in the form, we're going to do an on submit and then handle submit. All right. Also for the button, we're going to add a disabled equals, let's see what it has here. So let's just copy this portion here. So what it's going to do is it's going to disable the button if Stripe is not present, is not available. Okay. All right, go ahead and save that. Next, let's see here. All right, so next we can go ahead and copy our handle submit. So I'm going to go here, copy, and right above the return, go ahead and paste that code in. Okay, and let's go ahead and do some tweaking here. So handle submit starts with the event prevent default, which is your typical approach when handling this, so that the browser doesn't refresh, do its default refresh behavior. And then we have a condition here to check that if not Stripe and not elements, meaning these two here. Let's see here. So actually it tells us Stripe.js hasn't yet loaded. Make sure to disable form submission until Stripe.js has loaded, which it's referring to this here. We've added the disablement. Okay, and then it's just going to return if these are not available. If it does, it's going to continue through the code and it's going to run an await. It is going to make a call to Stripe and check that it's going to do elements instance that was used to create the payment element. So this is the element instance that was used to create the payment element, and confirm params, return URL. So this is, at this point here, it has this dummy URL, which is the URL where the user would be redirected after the payment is made. However, in our case, we're gonna go ahead and delete this. Instead, I'm gonna use a property called redirect, and the value we're gonna use for it is no requirement. The reason for me to for taking this approach is because I want to be able to pass along details about the payment over to the home page. So that is the reason why I'm going to take this approach. So go ahead and add this redirect and no requirement, and we'll be redirected up. We'll take up the redirection on our own and not have Stripe do that for us. Okay, so do that, and then at this point, continuing the code, there's a condition that checks if there's an error, then it's gonna console log this error to the console. Else, this is where we want to add our own navigation. So in order to navigate for Stripe, we're gonna have to bring in the navigate. So we're gonna do where is it? Was it? Let me go here. Go to the documentation. So use navigate. All right, use navigate. All right, so we're gonna have to import the use navigate here. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna actually add this at the very beginning. Use navigate from React Router DOM. And let's see here. Okay, we're gonna instantiate that within our component. I'll add that right over here. And now we can make use of that navigate. And the navigate is essentially like the same thing as a redirect function. Okay, so here is where, actually I'm just gonna delete this here. I'm gonna do navigate. And then we're gonna have two arguments. The first one is a path that we wanna redirect the user. And I'm just going to do /, meaning it's just going to redirect to the home page, which is over here. And then the second argument, we're going to pass in an object with a property called state. That state has an object. And within that state, we can pass in what data we want to pass along during this redirect. I'm going to copy this result and pass in within the state here. Okay. All right, so let's see here. All right, so let's give this a try. See. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we get here so far. Okay, so I'm going to start off here in the cart section, navigate my way to place order. Okay. And also, yeah, let's go back here. All right, so I'm gonna, let me do this. All right. Now, when we're in testing mode within Stripe, there are some dummy card information that Stripe provides for us to do our testing. So let's go ahead and check that out. So Stripe testing test cards. All right, test cards. All right, and if you scroll down, we should see a list of different numbers we can use here. All right, so what I'm gonna be using here is this right here. For the number, it's gonna be just 424242, and then CVC is just any 3 digits and any future date for the date. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, so 424242. And this for expiration, any future date. So just do 23. I'll just do 42, 424. Yes, United States. And for this one here, I'm gonna just use this placeholder value that you see here that's grayed out. So I'm just 90210. And if we submit this, I'm gonna navigate here to the network tab. I'm gonna submit. Oh, and by the way, while we're here, I didn't click submit, but I wanna go back to the dashboard here for Stripe and navigate over to payments section, the payments tab. And here is where we'll be able to see the payments, okay? If we look right now, this is the current payment. This is the cart value. Currently what we have, that's the amount that's pending right now, okay? And it's currently incomplete, but the moment that we submit and if it's successful, this status will change. So, but I just wanted you to pay attention to this 27.50, and it's currently at a status incomplete. I'm going to navigate back here to payment. I'm going to click submit. And if we go back to the dashboard, I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page. Okay, and then it's still the same. So what happened here? Okay, it's incomplete. All right, so let's see what went wrong here. So let's see here, payment on submit. Let's go back to on submit, handle, let's await, confirm. Turn away, confirm. No requirement. Let's check this property out here. I'm thinking that maybe I added the wrong value for this redirect. So I am going to do Stripe redirect. Redirect to checkout, Stripe redirect. Let's do no redirect property. Redirect, confirm payment. Oh, there we go. Yep. So it looks like I mistyped. I think I see here. So redirect. Okay, so here's the Stripe confirm payment. And if I navigate here to the return URL, let's see. I'm gonna click. Return URL. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here we see redirect and then if required. So that's what it was, if required. Did I put that in? No, I put no requirement. So that was the issue. Okay, so if required. Go ahead and save that. We'll go back and let's just start over again. I'm going to go back to the cart, proceed to checkout. All right, get a fresh form and fill in the details again. 42424242 23. All right, 90210. Let me check this here. I'm going to refresh. Okay, so now now this is the most recent one, which is incomplete, and it's the 2750, but it's this top line right here. Okay, and let's, customer has not entered their payment details. Okay, so if we go back here and click submit, let me expand this here. I just want to see. All right, I'm going to submit this. All right, we are redirected back to the home page. And then if I click on this confirm, we get, this is the data that we wanted to pass along to the home page when we got redirected. All right, so this is exactly what I wanted. So as you can see here, one of the properties during that that we pass along in this object has the amount, which is the 2750, and also on top of that, let's go ahead and, which is, I think this is the most important thing, is check that our Stripe, that we indeed received a complete payment. So as of now, it's incomplete. It says the customer has not entered their payment method. If I refresh, perfect. All right, so the status changed to succeeded. This payment is complete. Perfect. And if we click on this, we get some more details here that we can look at. So 2750 was a charge, payment succeeded. Okay, this is the number that was used, and the fee that's being charged for is $1.10. All right. All right, so there we go. So it went through. That is exactly what I wanted. All right, so now going back here, and we also got redirected to the home page, which is exactly what we wanted. All right, so that's so we're in. So that should be good for now. And yep, thanks for watching.